Let's get real for a second. Most people are terrified of being themselves. Not the Instagram-filtered, socially acceptable version of themselves, but the whole, raw, unfiltered package. Why? Because embracing the parts of ourselves that feel uncomfortable or unacceptable is like signing up for a masterclass in vulnerability. And let's be honest, that's not on anyone's bucket list. So, instead of facing our messy, complex reality, we do what any self-respecting adult would do. We split ourselves in half. In one corner, we have the conscious self, the version of us that we parade around like a shiny new car. It's the "I'm doing great, thanks for asking" side of us. The side that collects compliments like Pokemon cards and convinces everyone, including ourselves, that we have it all together. And in the other corner, we have the unconscious self, the stuff we'd rather sweep under the rug. The shadow self. According to Carl Jung, this is where we stash all the traits we label as unacceptable. It's the part of us that's angry, insecure, jealous, or afraid. The stuff we pretend doesn't exist while smiling through gritted teeth. But here's the kicker. Ignoring the shadow doesn't make it go away. It just festers in the dark, quietly sabotaging our potential and keeping us from becoming who we could actually be. Think about it. If we refuse to look at what we're hiding, how can we ever hope to grow? Imagine someone who convinces themselves they're a math genius because they solved a few basic equations. They're riding high on that delusion until they get invited to a math club where everyone's tackling complex problems. Cue the existential crisis. If they join, they risk facing the uncomfortable truth that they're not as great as they thought they were, or worse, that they actually have to work to get better. So what do? They've got two choices. Option 1. Avoid the math club, cling to the illusion of being a math prodigy, and live comfortably in the land of, "I could be great if I really tried." Option 2. Join the club, face reality, and discover where they really stand. It's painful, sure, but it's also the only way they'll ever actually improve. And that's the paradox. We love the fantasy of being pure potential, the person who could be great at anything if they really put their mind to it. But potential isn't reality. And living in Fantasyland might feel good for a while, but it's a one-way ticket to Regret City. The truth is, working towards something, whether it's math, a career, or just being a decent human, means we're going to feel our limitations. We're going to get ranked, measured, and sometimes we're going to fail. And yeah, that stings. But here's the silver lining. Reality can be improved. Fantasy can't. So, how do you stop running from your shadow? You start by accepting it. That doesn't mean throwing a pity party for all the stuff you don't like about yourself. It means getting curious about why you're hiding those parts in the first place. What are you afraid people will think? What thoughts are you scared to face? When you stop pretending to be someone you're not and start embracing who you actually are, flaws and all, you open the door to real growth. You're no longer some untouchable could-be version of yourself. You're a real, tangible person with real, tangible skills that can be honed, improved, and strengthened. So, the question is, will you keep clinging to that safe, comfortable fantasy version of yourself? Or will you step into reality, embrace your shadow, and actually become the person you're afraid to be? It's your call now. If you found this video meaningful and interesting, drop a comment below and share your experience. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might find this content useful. And as always, thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.